Hello, everyone. How's it going? I'm your host for today's CJM. I'm Jeff, and I'm gonna here to bring you that smooth jazz.
Mike.
And that's
Yeah,
Michael.
smooth jazz.
Smooth
Smooth
jazz.
jazz.
And it's gonna be awesome. Because you know why? Because you're here, I'm here, we are all here today.
Yes. Except for Chris. But
Except for our buddy
he's un-
Christopher.
yeah, he's unsurprised.
He is on a long sabbatical, and we wish him well.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna stop talking like that. But welcome to CJM for this week. I am Jeffrey, as I mentioned, and this is my friend and another co-host, Michael.
Michael. Yes.
And we are here, and we're gonna talk about whatever we want to talk about, the nerdy shit, or what's in the big zeitgeist or whatnot. And take a shot if you hear me say zeitgeist.
Yeah. Second. Remember King Game on basically whatever the
Yes. And sorry for the breaking up. That is a weird thing on Discord, so we'll do the best we can to be as audible as possible on this podcast
yeah.
or today's episode.
Trend.
Mm. There's a lot of either shit in it or just some technical difficulties we cannot really deal with because I am not a technical person. Hmm. And just gonna wait. Mike, you still there?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
still here.
Alright, but didn't hear you for a minute. And again, we're doing this off Discord, and it kind of sucks. So please bear with us.
Don't worry. Um, uh, Switch games anymore. They're delicious.
Yes, but we're here, and we're gonna talk. So to begin
Yes.
with, Michael, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. It's Sunday. Saw a little bit of snow this morning. Like, didn't really see at least.
It sucked. It was nothing but a fucking
And so,
sludge.
yeah, gosh, when I left work this morning, but it was nice. Glad few minutes there,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like reminds you our winters suck here due to not going enough or people. They suck sometimes.
It is not cold enough.
But
It's only 36 degrees.
yeah,
If it,
yeah,
if it was a little bit,
we
well, 43 degrees now. Never mind.
yeah if we missed the cold weather. If it was a little bit colder, we would be in knee deep in snow.
Yes, and it looks like on Wednesday it's saying it might snow, and it's going to be between 32 and 37 degrees.
Okay, well, it's a little better, but um, I'm gonna wait with bated breath.
Yeah. Again, we live.
Wait and be skeptical.
Yeah. The thing is, we live in the South because it's speaking Virginia,
Yeah,
and it kind of sucks. It's not the suburbs or whatever, depending where you live, but it's just Virginia.
yeah,
It's like ugh, whatever. Nothing happens here. It's
yep,
really nothing happens here. I mean, you got your freaking targets everywhere, or depending where you live. Mike, you have a what, like a freaking Subway and maybe and some random
yep.
Mexican restaurant.
I got a bunch of random Mexican restaurants in the area,
Mm.
um, and stuff. And of course, Subways, McDonald's, the
Always,
usual stuff.
there's always a McDonald's, no matter where you go in the United States of America.
That's true. That is true. There's at least two within 20-minute driving.
Yeah,
Or
exactly.
10-minute driving, rather.
Mm.
Yeah.
Would you be surprised if I told you there was a Roy Rogers like 15 to 20 minutes away from me?
Well, there's only one near you. I discovered like a few months ago.
Cool. Is your dad and mom gonna take you
So,
there? I didn't want to
yeah.
go there.
Yeah. I mean, it was good. I like it.
Did
I
you,
mean, I did like their food.
I haven't had the food in a long time. I mean, well, no, I had it like a couple of months ago. I think my mom got me a Golden Rush McChicken, I think, or whatever that thing is called again.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. That's a good sandwich.
And I will tell you, I have not had that since I was like a kid. When there used to be a Roy Rogers like down the street, like down from where I live, and it was like in a little shopping center. And now,
Yeah.
but now that everything has changed these past 20 years, things have changed ultimately. Some chain restaurants are gone, some new
Yeah,
shit
it's
happened.
true.
So,
Yeah, some of them are still around, but not as much as they used to be. Because I remember there used to be this old one years ago, doesn't exist anymore. In fact, several restaurants have since taken its place, but there used to be a Roy Rogers in the area I used to live. They used to go to a lot. But of course, they opened up another one
mm-hmm.
in the area where I live now. So, like, but yeah, but for the longest time, Roy Rogers was in for a little bit and disappeared, but now it's back. So it's a good thing.
It's a good thing, yet no one really knows what. I guess what I mean by some, I mean just like the newer generation don't know about what a freaking Roy Rogers is, and it's sad. It used to be prominent next to like
Yeah.
Burger King, Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, Checkers, maybe, even though that's relatively kind of still new for me.
Yeah. Yeah, Checkers is kind of like that old school drive through a little bit. Still
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, man. To think that the when we were growing up, like in the late '80s, early '90s, that shit was like legit. Like at the old McDonald's, you could get like a super large fries because everyone loves McDonald's fries. If you don't like the sandwiches, the fries are pretty much to die
Yes.
for,
Yes. Fries are great. Sandwiches are hit or miss, depending.
depending what you get. Yes.
Yes. And yes, I live and die by the egg McMuffin.
Oh, dude, I remember you told me your story of an egg McMuffin when you were like getting it for breakfast that your sister got for you, and you were just amazed about how small the thing was or something. The hash brown.
Yeah, it was small. I was like, this was like, this was a few weeks ago. I hadn't in over a year. So when I see it for the first time in like months, I'm just like, wow, this is disappointing. It's like, and this week, I remember it bigger, but for some reason it was a little smaller. Like, like, and it went like some shrinkage. It's like, okay, it's sad, right? Because I used to see like two um, but no, I think I could eat four of those little ones and get the same amount of thing from two of the original ones.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I, yeah,
A fucking small sandwich in the palm of your hand, and it's sad.
yeah, it's sad. I think I just like, oh well.
So, may I ask, Mike, did it keep you full or no?
I full enough like for to go maybe. But like if it was an actual meal, nah, I would probably have to get
So it's like you have to get like maybe two at best.
and like a meal.
Hmm. Sorry, technical difficulties.
No.
All right. Ask. Okay, I see. I hear you clearly now. One more time. Would you have gotten a second one if you could to fill you up?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I probably would have.
Okay. So your sister only got you one.
No, no, she got me two. But if I had like a song with two of them, I would definitely some. Uh-uh.
Ah, well, at least she had the mind to give you two. That's a good thing. Good work, good work, little sister.
Yep. Because I mean, yeah.
Did, did, did their hash browns get smaller too, or were they always relatively the same size?
I think they're the same size. They look relatively same. I don't think they've shrunk any. That would have been really disappointing.
Yeah. You know, I've only had this maybe once, and this was when I was trying to. I think this was the day I got my license or something. No, it was when I tried to get my license the first time and I couldn't do it because I had to sign the car or whatever. I got a McGriddle for the first time, and that shit was legit tasty.
Sweet. That
Yeah,
is good.
it is. I mean, it had like a syrupy like taste on the sausage with mixed with the egg and cheese. It was fucking good.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten a McGriddle.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten a McGriddle since, but if I were to but until certain things change, and it will, hopefully, I really want to plan on like maybe on a random Saturday, like later after this freaking pandemic, just to say I'm gonna get myself a McGriddle from McDonald's and take my ass over there just to get a fucking McGriddle.
Oh. Oh yeah.
But we're talking about chain restaurants randomly, and sorry about that. And let's see. Okay, okay. I think that was a good warm up of just talking about random stuff. I guess for me, anything else for you during the week? How you're doing for this week?
Besides work and just like, playing Animal Crossing, it's been fairly average to doing. Went by fast, actually.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of enjoyable
Yeah.
and stuff. And yeah, no, I'll explain more when Animal Crossing and it said there's stars on the island, so that's good
Mm-hmm.
for me at least. And got 9 residents slash villagers on the island now. That's pretty cool.
Hmm.
And yeah, only got KK Slider to pop up, the dog of the guitar, the musical groovy
Mm-hmm.
dude. And he finally came, so I finally got to get quote unquote credits. So I made a joke on my YouTube saying, "Hey, I beat the game," but then sort of fun, yeah. But it was all fun.
So now, since the credits were rolling, does that mean the game has ended, or you can still play?
No, I can still play the game. Technically doesn't end, but that's the one place where they'll put credits in the game and stuff, which is kind of nice.
Okay.
It's a nice little touch
Ah.
because it's just like a little concert. Your dog, your KK singing is it's nice.
Is he from Seattle?
Uh, not sure where he's from. My as well be.
I saw briefly on your
It's
video.
about every game. Yeah. Yep, he's there. Yeah, part of it got like cut because stop recordings to like, do a second part, but hey, but I pointed to Gotcha stuff first. I was like, oh,
And you do your recordings off of
okay,
your phone,
do
right?
something else then.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'll stop because I think it's either storage or up and it
Hmm.
is and stuff because I don't have capture cards, so it's kind of hard to do without it.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. And I am just making sure we are not overlapping with each other because we are doing this like kind of old. We're kind of doing this on like what is it? We're not on the CGM page today. We're doing this off of just some random messaging system or whatever on Discord. So
Yeah.
it gets much more easier if we were doing on the CGM. But I don't want to like tempt Chris to get involved because I know he said he wanted to be on sabbatical, and I don't want to God give him the temptation to just join us even if he doesn't want to if he doesn't really feel like it.
True.
Mm,
And stuff. So I was like wondering, what are we gonna do? And I'm just gonna do it to each other. Who knows?
mm.
But yeah.
But we are giving him a space that he.
So
You go. You go first, Mike. Hmm. Hello. Oh boy. Hopefully this is. Oh wow. One sec. Going to see this.
okay.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
Okay. Yay.
Okay, I was
Okay.
about to message you. That was so strange.
Yeah, I just dropped switch the phone. Might be easier to swear. I don't know.
Yikes. That sucks, man.
Yeah.
Well, sorry for those technical difficulties. It's just, again, one of those random things.
Yeah, shit it.
But what we're getting at, we are doing this off of a flipping random messaging thing on Discord. So,
Yeah.
but we wish Chris well, and I know he'll come back most likely, hopefully next month when he feels more up to it, because it's just been a very rough patch trying to either get this recorded beforehand and then shit happened, but this after maybe listening to the explanation in last week's episode, hopefully.
Mm, yep. Yeah.
And thank you to the new subscriber. We are now up to 16 subscribers on CJM, so thank you, whoever you are. I do not know who you are because I do not control the channel. I am just taking care of the recording portion. It is Chris who gets all that stuff, and even though
Yeah.
he probably doesn't know yet or doesn't care right now. I mean, he cares, but like maybe not paying attention as much as he should, only except for uploading shit, I guess.
Yeah, true.
Hmm. And
Mm-hmm.
and I see, Michael, you have a lot more subscribers than us. You have like what, 54 now?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I think a lot of it's the Pokemon Go and Pocket Game videos, but
Yeah.
probably more likely since I got like thousand thousand likes or views. I mean, not that thousand views. I
Wow,
mean
that's good, Mike.
yeah, like some of them that's like holy shit. I'm not sure why this blew up, but thank you for everyone who's watched like Snorlax just walking around or some random conversation with one of the villagers from Buckingham.
Well, there are like videos on like trains that get like a lot of traction too.
True.
So that could probably.
That's,
I mean, so pretty much it shouldn't. I mean, maybe there are people who like the chill factor of a random Snorlax just walking around and being fun, I guess.
yeah, that's true. The Snorlax is pretty chill.
You're a spirit animal.
Yes. Yes. He's my spirit animal. Him and Munchlax.
Oh yeah, did you ever get that Munchlax yet or not yet?
No, he's kind of like elusive.
Aw.
Um, He's like the fabled Ho-Ho in the original Pokemon series. You see him, but then he's gone for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten a Ho-Ho, so maybe that's not a good analogy. I've got a bunch of them.
Ah.
Yeah. So at one point, the Ho-Ho was just like being given out like candy.
And that's the
Like,
bird Pokemon that I saw in the first episode of the original one.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like one of the original legendaries or mysterious Pokemon that Ash saw and everyone saw. Just wondering, what's that? Who's that Pokemon that's stealing signals?
Mm-hmm.
And no, it's not Jigglypuff from above. One episode. I think it's Pokeball. No, it's a Jigglypuff from above. Like, what? Oh, God, I can't believe I remember that one.
Well, Michael, I just realized I'm not sure if you were ever really like into Pokemon like that.
I watched the anime, but like I played like red and yellow, or yellow, I think. So I
Mm-hmm.
did have access to that. But
Mm-hmm.
after that, I didn't really play as much. But I
Mm-hmm.
did enjoy the anime for a little bit.
And that's like from beginning to like almost the end when they got rid of Misty in the end. Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think it was. I think I stopped watching after was it Dawn? Right?
Oh, with the when she got that flipping torch, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember like watching like the first like 9 or 10 Pokemon movies,
Mm-hmm.
which are alright. Some of them good, some of them like yeah,
Mediocre. Like
yeah,
this is just a cash grab.
yeah. It's just there. It's like it's like the Pokemon Ranger one was alright. I think that's the first one to do cast. But yeah, but some were decent, please.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the hunt, but I haven't seen like much of the newer ones.
Same. I have a friend who is majorly still into Pokemon, and he was like on the messaging yesterday. He was like telling me all the stuff that's happening in Pokemon, like that dude whose name is Go or whatever.
Yeah, go. Hey,
He apparently got like this legendary Pokemon, and apparently the fans are like upset because he got
yeah,
this legendary
they're like
Pokemon or
pissed
whatever.
off. They're all
And I'm like I'm just sitting here like, what? Really? Okay. I don't get it because I'm not into it anymore, but it seemed like it was a big thing.
Yeah, you call one of the big cat trio, the water one.
Uh huh.
Well, cat trio, I think the animal like allows him to be called him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's like, but yeah, but like Ash said, dealings with legendaries too, and I don't think people complain about it. So
Well, I think it's more about the fact that Go got the legendary, and Ash, being Ash, he has not been able to capture any big legendary Pokemon since his heyday. Except he has a fucking Dragonite, and no one's upset. Or I think they were. I don't know.
yeah, you got Dragonite, you got a Gengar, yes, Garfield.
Oh yeah, My friend showed me a video last night about that small thing becoming a Lucario or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, Garfield and um the Score Bunnies like final form and them are just like they're like brother sister vibes going on.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like Lucario just like sometimes will sweat her up whenever like Score Bunny I forget the final form now.
It's like a Sonic character, that last form
Yeah,
almost.
yeah, and it's kind of funny because it's a girl. And
Oh, Scour Bunny's a girl. Wow.
yeah, well, this anime's a girl. Or at
Hmm.
least the one he is this girl.
Oh, okay. Cool.
At least I think it's a girl. I think that's what I read.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen episodes. I'm not certain, but like she grows up being this all happy, cute version, and she goes through her like rebellious, some Sunray phase. Now she's got like a mix of happy and just like I guess alright. So yeah, So
Interesting.
it's kind of fun.
Okay.
See, at least from what I've seen the images of stuff and kids.
Okay, because it just seems like the new Pokemon is like it's full. I mean, anything with a fandom, like anything with any anime or show has a fandom, and you know they can be very extreme and very, very, very vitriol if it's like something against that they're like don't want to see. Apparently, like with Ash never getting a legendary and Go getting this one very easily, it seems, and then I think something about if Go gets another legendary Pokemon in the same way, it'll be like mayhem or something. And I am baffled because I don't care. Like it's just a fucking show. But
Well, I mean,
whatever.
Ash checking around like bunch of legendaries, met legendaries in his life. So it's not like it's a surprise if maybe Go gets a chance. Maybe
Hmm.
I mean, Dash and Mewtwo, whose birthday was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why some of those meme jokes are out. I've got focusing on Mewtwo stuff.
Mewtwo is still apparently the top tier Pokemon. He's
Yeah,
still a force in that. He's still a force in that series.
Yeah, he still is still around. He ups up in games, especially Gold and Masters.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, and stuff. But yeah, well, I just spent some legendaries. Some of them I do have it from Go and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like Giratina, Darkrai, Mewtwo, of course. Um, Entei from movie 3.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the unknowns. So yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And I was watching to get out of Pokemon. I was watching Good Bad Flicks' watch party on Discord on Twitch on Friday, and it was like nothing and kung fu movies. And
Sweet.
I've never really watched kung fu movies like that. I'm aware about Bruce Lee shit and other things, but I never really paid much attention like that because it wasn't my thing.
Yeah.
But I watched it on Friday. That shit was legit fun.
Sweet.
Yeah. If you haven't checked out any of Good Bad Flicks' watch parties on Twitch, you should go check them out. And you need like an Amazon Prime though to participate. Sadly,
yes.
But it's just one of those things. But it's very fun. The community seems good. I like them, even though I don't really. I try to make riff commentary as best I can. I'm not great at it, as like Mike and Chris are. I'm like not low tier, but I'm like just trying to jive with everything or whatever. So it's interesting for the most part.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to get those jokes up, but sometimes this flows naturally. Sometimes it's like a struggle, maybe. Depends on what movie it is.
Yeah, even though I did learn one good riff for, or at least one word from one of the kung fu films on Friday, and it's skunk fucker. Don't be a skunk fucker, because it was like dubbed in English and it was actually pretty good. The dub was good for this random kung fu movie.
Nice.
Don't be a skunk fucker, and I think I want to use that now. Like, don't be a skunk fucker.
Okay, Chris.
That's gonna be my new thing if Chris says like eat my ass or whatever whenever he comes back.
Yeah, Chris done something on the memes section, and it's
okay.
Card from Instagram looks like Scoreman.
Oh right, that's a good movie.
I do not care for Unky Boys, or do I? And it's got Gorman with hearts around him. Oh god.
Man, I'm checking it out now. Sorry, folks. Just gonna do one quick thing.
Yeah, no,
you'll hear our voices. You won't see what we're doing. Thank goodness.
Yeah, but I'm describing what it is. Jeff will confirm it.
I confirm it. It says, I do not care for hunky boys. ... Or do I? Oh boy, Psycho Going Man. You guys, everyone, go watch that film. McKinley. It's very good. It's like it's got that cultish feel. Finally, now
Yes,
it's a cult.
yes.
It's going to be a
Chris
cult
highly
classic
recommends it.
automatically.
Yes, Chris highly recommends it, and I'm gonna go with Chris if I haven't seen it yet. But hopefully, when I do, it'll be good. But go watch it, guys.
Yes, I will most likely watch it sometime. I'm not in a rush, but I do go by
Yeah,
Chris's standards because he does have good taste in films, particularly ones that aren't really known, more or less.
yeah.
And
Obscure, crazy stuff.
yeah, it's like one of those. It feels like one of those older '80s, or one of those early '80s slash early '90s feel to it. It
Yeah.
got grit, and it's like wow, you don't make movies like this anymore.
Mm,
And
yep.
sadly, that's true.
And sadly,
Yes. All right. So, I guess I'm fine. You're fine. Shall we get down to business?
yeah.
All right. Okay. One. I'm going to go off a docket. I sent to Mike, but he doesn't have to look at it. So we're
Yes.
just gonna breeze through this until we can get to the big shit of WandaVision.
Oh yeah.
All right. Let's get this out. Oh, let's get this out the way. First on today's docket, anime game. Nothing much, but apparently this news broke, and let's just say a lot of fans ain't feeling it anymore. Sasha Potato Girl from Attack on Titan, spoiler alert, 5 4 3 2 1, she's dead.
Yeah. She died.
She got 86th.
Yeah, she got shot, and people were just like,
She got 86th. Everyone lost their fucking minds.
they're like, no, how could they kill Potato Girl? And my response was, they missed a great opportunity. With instead of meat, there's the last, or no, instead of, well, the last words were meat, but it should have been potato, because it would have been funnier. But whatever. And stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, what does that mean for the future of these characters? I cannot tell you. It's like I kind of looked ahead, like read up on certain characters because I was curious. Like, and this is like a while ago, not right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So,
the thing is, it's pretty grim. There's no hope for any of these fucking characters. Sadly.
yeah, a lot of people say it's like the turning point from the hope and blah 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 to now it's despair and death because there's gonna be a lot of death coming in series and manga if
And
you have
and
read it.
yeah, in the words of Junko, of that bitch Junko from Danganronpa. Oh my God, we are gonna get our despair on. It's gonna be wonderful, or whatever she would say.
Yeah,
She'd get down on that shit.
there's no basically it's that Futurama robot. Oops, deleted.
Yes. Yes.
Because I remember the spoiler from years ago.
Years ago, let it be known that Attack on Titan had a long, long while before it went to the second season. It was like 4 to 5 years. So yeah, this is like kind of relatively old, more or less, depending. But yeah.
Yeah. Because I learned that originally she was supposed to be killed off in like the first season, but she was popular and the author changed his mind and decided, oh wait a bit, and well he did it.
At the worst, at the particular time when introducing another character called Gabby.
Yes, Gabby, and hopefully she doesn't get the voice actresses don't get hate for the character.
Oh God, you unfortunately know that's going to be the case.
Yeah, sadly, it's I forget the English VA's name, but it's the one who plays the little the boy with the blue hair in the assassination classroom. That's for those who've seen that, that's their voice actress. We playing Gabby, and so I forget her real last name, but it's like Lindsay something something.
Oh no! I know who you're talking about. Lindsay Sedell.
Yeah, Lindsay that's it. Yeah, she'll be voicing Nabi. So yeah, so please don't give her hate and don't give her hate to the original Japanese VAs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the disappointing gay character. It's not real. It can't hurt you.
Oh right, Mike. She also voices your friend Kunon, that fucking peanut or whatever, on Ass Class.
Yeah, that Pokemon I jumped that it's a Pokemon. Because like Japan has fascination like this cute mascot
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. Now it look like they could be Pokemon or Digimon to me.
Mm. She's pretty much. Oh yeah, she's done a lot of anime these past couple of years, so she's pretty much kind of well known now. So, as Michael says, don't give her such a hard time when it starts coming out in English.
Yes.
It's a show. Don't take it that. It's okay to be upset, but don't like threaten any of the VAs over a flipping story. It's fiction. It cannot hurt you. Yes, I said it. It can't hurt you.
Yeah. Like that meme says, whatever can hurt you.
Exactly.
That's how.
Hopefully not. But okay, so I guess pour one out for Potato Girl. I guess.
Yes.
So that news, I'd say, is out the way, right, Mike?
Yes.
All right. There won't be no, as Mike mentioned last week, there will not be no Yashahime, or at least on his blog. We're probably not going to talk about Yashahime so much until it's like done, and we'll give an overview thoughts on it later.
Yeah, that was kidding. So, I had to go back and watch, but this might be easier in a way.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to know, this week's episode was alright. I would say.
Yeah.
It was alright. Nothing great happened. Nothing that it was. Yeah. It was just there. Like okay. See how this is gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah, probably next week will be a little bit better, but we'll wait and see.
Yeah, it's just a matter of waiting game. But you'll probably hear our thoughts more on it, like in March.
Yeah.
In March sometime.
Yeah.
Moving on from that, we're going to go to DCWB. And this... Oh. Well, let's get this over with and we'll say it. All the CW shows are renewed, shockingly.
Yes. Yeah. Batwoman, Flash, Legends tomorrow, they're all renewed, basically. Let's take a shot.
Yes, and apparently I shouldn't be surprised given the fact that TV has taken a hit due to the effing pandemic.
Yeah, like pandemic-wise, yeah, not surprised because like they can't do anything new and stuff because we're still kind of stuck at home or or some lockdown in certain areas of the world.
Oh, yeah. So I was amazed and I saw, and I don't watch this anymore. I kind of got over it like after a certain time because like, okay, this is not for me. Riverdale?
Yeah.
Apparently there's going to be a time skip and they're all, of course, going to be adults because why not? And
yes.
The Archie gang of the Riverdale universe have changed. Archie was in a war. Veronica is married. Betty is an FBI agent or whatever, and Jughead is pulling a Stephen King, I guess.
Yeah.
And I do not know what to tell you. It's just like, okay, so they're gonna go for this, and we know it's got another season. I'm not sure if the show's ever gonna leave. I don't think it's ever gonna get canceled. I wonder when it's probably gonna end. I have to ask now.
Yeah, and apparently it's gonna keep going on as long as it gets ratings or it's popular.
It's popular for the ones who used to. It's popular for the ones when we were that age, Mike.
Yeah. more likely. So like when Beverly 90210 was a big thing,
Oh,
or
dude, we were kids during those days of
Party 5.
Party of 5, 90210, Melrose Place,
Yeah, like those shows.
all the night soaps.
Yeah, that's kind of like what Riverdale is to this generation.
Yeah, it is nice and that. Yeah, good going, good going, connecting it, Mike.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it's not bad. It's like, you know what? It does remind me of those shows. It's like always the commercials like, what's going on this? But I never really why. So I was like, oh, okay. I think I might have like seen maybe a few like scenes, but then that was it.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, I do know the opening because yeah,
There's no opening for Riverdale. It just starts. There's no
yeah,
opening.
it starts. But I remember like, or maybe music rather than the opening, because sometimes they'll play music like for the 90210, I think.
Na 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 na.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, like that probably is why it's probably better than Riverdale because it has an opening.
I'll call it off. I mean, not calling out, but I'll say how it is. Just picture it. A bunch of white teens in 1991, and they all are in LA. They got the shades, they're teenagers, they're hot, right? They got they're on a beach and they're just posing. That's pretty much how that goes in 90210.
Yeah, exactly.
And they look pretty.
In a nutshell.
They're all pretty and handsome, and it's like, you can't touch that. Us normals cannot touch that. It's them. They just got it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sadly, but then again, at the time there was like, no people of color or whatever. It was just white, just a bunch of random white people and everything who looked pretty and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that's the case, even though I say that, I do have a lot of respect and liking for the people who portrayed those characters. Because even though it wasn't for me when I was a kid, I know some of those people, and unfortunately, one of them did pass like a year or two ago.
Yeah, Luke Perry.
Yes, he was like one of the popular characters of 90210 in the day.
Yeah, he was. He was like one of the. He was like one of the ones that was like every girl wanted to
date,
be with.
Yeah. It was a big thing back then, man. 1990 to 2000. 10 years.
Yeah, less than 10 years. I couldn't believe it. Shit.
I know. So, when we were like 6 or 7, this started and everything. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Now the fucking theme song stuck in my head, Mike.
Yeah,
it sucks. I mean, it's catchy. It's catchy, sadly.
I mean, it is catchy. It's good earworm, and it's like one of those ones you remember.
Yeah. Quick recap of the cast, if you need to know, people. Jenny Garth, Ian Ziering, Brian Austin Green, Tori Spelling, Jason Presley, Luke Perry, and that chick. Tiffany Thiessen, who played Kelly off of Saved by the Bell.
Yep.
And speaking of Saved by the Bell, because I'm over 90210, but pretty much Riverdale's renewed big thing, I guess, for the kids of today. Have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We haven't watched Batwoman, but since it got renewed, it's fine. It ain't going anywhere, so we're fine.
Yeah, it seems to be doing well enough to get season 3, so knock on wood, it's gonna be good.
Yes. Oh, and FYI, don't expect any crossovers this year for the CW. I think they're gonna. Unfortunately, they can't do it. I don't think. So.
Yeah, the pandemic kind of like scrapped some plans and stuff.
But go on, Mike. Sorry.
I mean, probably next year, and things might be safer. I'm air quoting it because who knows.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of stuff happening this year. But I will try to keep up to date with as best I can with Batwoman, I guess, if I can.
Mm-hmm.
And something unfortunate I forgot to do this in the beginning, but this was big news on Monday, and it's very sad. Dustin Diamond, who played Screech in the
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell, he unfortunately has passed.
Yeah.
He died.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Sad. Yeah, it's kind of sad when I heard it because like I remember like being on the original Saved by the Bell and then its spin-off or sequel series of the new class, which was all hockey. And it actually, the new class actually lasts longer than the original Saved by the Bell.
I'm very surprised by this.
Yeah. I forget how long, but I do remember last a bit.
I remember the new class. I didn't really, and as a kid, I saw it, and I didn't really pay it much attention because, like, I saw this was before I knew how it worked. Like, there was this actual Saved by the Bell series. It began with another show starring Zach Morris, but it was more about the teacher in middle school.
Yeah.
And then it spun off, and then that spun off into Saved by the Bell, and that went on for like what 5 years.
Yeah, I think it's like 5 years. I think. Yeah.
And
because it did spun off from the like from the teacher to Zach and stuff.
Yes. And then it went into the college years, which I did watch more because it was the mid-90s, and I did enjoy that show more, surprisingly enough.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good show.
It was. Some people don't like it, though, for whatever reason.
No, I guess some people prefer less years, maybe.
I mean, the college years had its... I mean, it was like the peak of it was the peak of the 90s right there.
Yeah, it was.
Fashion, they didn't have Mr. Belding there to hold them back. Not that I just like Mr. Belding, but
he wasn't holding her hands.
Yeah, and besides, it's not like he was pulling a Mr. Feeney from that other show that's very popular.
Oh, yeah, Boy Meets World. Boy Meets World.
Even though that show was back and forth, I haven't watched like a lot of it. I get it. I did watch more of the college years of that show.
Yeah,
Mr. Finney grew up with them, and no one can hold no one can ever denounce Mr. Finney. He is fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome. I love like the final episode where like he realizes that they're done.
Yeah.
Class dismissed.
I know, right? That one that it was just that scene, and that was it. Like, it's over.
It was over. They're all adults now, and they're gonna move on into the next phase of their life and stuff he can't do anymore. His job is done. It's kind of like a sobering feeling, but also done. You're proud that they've grown up.
And he said, and in his last words, well, yeah, he said that, but before that he said, "I love you all." Class dismissed.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that really got you. Like, oh God.
That is, that's a great ending to that original series.
Yeah.
So I love that ending.
I mean, I forget how I learned about that last episode, but I did see that one part, and they were all just like, saying their feelings and shit. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, because I remember watching that live years ago.
Yeah.
I remember it is like on that, but yeah, it's one of the few of that TJF era that I remember.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you the others. I don't think I remember watching them.
Ah, I see.
Well, Family Matters, I did know.
Of course, everyone knows the Urkel show.
Yeah, your Urkel show, the show that was saved and ruined by Urkel at the same time.
Yes. Yes.
Because he kind of saved it in the beginning. He was brought in, but then it twisted into this weird Urkel experiment that kind of
it kind of ate its own tail far too much by that point.
Yeah. I mean,
jump the shark.
Yeah, he jumped shark almost all the time. At that point, he should have been kept more as a side character. But that's fine.
I mean, I think it's only so much you can do with Laura and her brother and the forgotten sister.
Yeah.
And the nephew and Rachel, she left at one point, so I was like, kind of like, oh, we're kind of unstable now.
She left at one point. She randomly appeared at one point again, and she disappeared again. So it's like, yeah. And I think originally they're planning on like explaining that their long lost daughter or daughter disappeared was supposed to be with her, but I don't think they ever did that. Some weird thing.
Oh well. I mean, I do remember vaguely, and I'm sorry we've gone from Dustin Diamond. It's sad and unfortunate. He got cancer, and it was like stage 4, and he didn't suffer, from what I understand.
No,
he didn't suffer.
No, he went quick, but it's a kind of shame. He was great at Screech.
And only Screech, but then again, I remember certain things about him, like his life was just full of tragedy. Like he got in beefs and everything. It was like a thing.
Yeah, he got in beefs. He didn't get along with his castmates because they were a little bit older than he was. He was the youngest, and he did fortunately write a tall book, like detailing behind the scenes like sex, drugs.
I mean, technically speaking, in any kind of show, something that's gonna happen, I can't really be shocked. Like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, like Zach and Mario Lopez's character, like sleeping with Kelly or the other two.
Lisa and the girl that was in Showgirls.
Yeah.
And we all know how that went.
Yeah. And, like, slept with them, drugs. I think he was drunk some and stuff. So, yeah, he didn't get along. But I think, try reconciling a little bit. At least Zach's actor tried. I think, but they never, fully reconciled sadly.
It's just one of those things. We don't know these people, and I think they never hated him. It was just one of those. It was just one of those things, sadly.
Yeah. For sadly, they were a little bit older, so things change and get a little bit older. And there's an age difference, and transitioning from high school to college. Things do change a little bit.
Yes.
Doesn't mean you hate them. It's just you change. Just, change and stuff. And that's just what happened.
Yes. However, despite everything, I believe all his cast members never wished this on him, and they probably did like him. Maybe it may not be as friends, but he was still part of their family at best, because he was a part of I guess an iconic show for a generation.
Yeah, he was. They respected him.
Yes, that's it. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, they respected him, and they did pay their respect to him when he suddenly passed away. Zach put out a condolence message and stuff. So yeah, so you could tell that there's some respect, even though they didn't think on that and stuff as much.
Whatever did happen to Lisa and Jesse?
I think Jesse's still around. If I remember.
She was in that new show, right? The reboot.
Yeah, she was in the reboot. Lisa sadly was not brought back. I don't think. And
I'm not surprised.
Kelly was. And stuff. Yeah, it's one of those weird things.
Okay. But rest in peace. Please rest in peace wherever you are. Mr. Diamond.
Dustin. Yeah, great.
But okay, now back to transitioning from that to what you were saying about Family Matters and how it just turned into the Urkel show and how it killed it in the end. Yes, because when I was in middle school, I was shocked that show was still on. Saying I didn't really watch it back then, but I heard from a cousin that he somehow wound up with Laura, and she had to pick between him and his clone of Stefan shit, and it was just so fucking weird how that show ended.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically how it ended. more or less, like, thing is the clone version of it, man. It's normal stuff. Then there's the thing with the Myra in it. It's just
Mm,
awkward.
mm.
Like when they broke up, or when he broke up with her, and she kept like, so like stalking him, like pulling off like a crazy ex-girlfriend.
Oh, they did that with Laura, really?
No, not Laura, with Myra.
Oh no! Oh, you're right. And then they had to like put it to bed at some point.
Yeah,
Oh no! Oh, I liked Myra. They really did do her dirty though.
yeah, I got felt bad for her, and of course, like in real life, tragically she passed away, like shortly after the series ended.
Oh no! Oh yeah, I think
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah.
yeah, because she had stomach cancer, and they weren't aware of this, but she was like very ill towards the end there, because she was also like on um one of those soap operas as well.
Of course.
Yeah, but she was like dating Malcolm Jamal Warner, was the older son in Cosby Show.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, she was dating him, and sadly she passed away
Oh
way
no.
while they were dating. So it was kind of sad.
Yes, it is. Going back to it, that because I was going with something before I remember we were on Dustin, and now we're not. And again, rest in peace, dude. Uh,
Yeah.
I remember vaguely as a kid. I remember like the person who played Rachel on Family Matters. She had another show. It came on. I think it was only a season though, but I think I liked it. I forget.
Mm-hmm.
It was her as a single parent with another mom who was like white with her child, and they were trying to raise their kids together. Not in a
Oh,
lesbian thing
yeah.
because it's the 90s.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I it's a thing. Sadly, it was like only a single series. It didn't go far, but I think I enjoyed it because it was like different.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember that show, but I don't remember watching it. Because I think it was like one of those quick and it's just gone type moments. And blink and it's gone.
Yeah, her name was Telma Hopkins.
Yeah. And Thelma Hopkins. And I believe she's actually older than the actress who played her.
Oh, interesting, interesting,
Or
interesting.
she might have been, I think she was.
Mm-hmm.
It might be off, but I know she's older than her character was. Or what she appeared to be.
Interesting. Okay. 1990 Tracer. Oh, she was in fucking Tracers? Damn.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, okay. The show was called Getting By?
Oh, yeah. And that's it.
Yeah, here it is. Comedy about two women who live together in a rather large house. Dolores, who is the black one, has two boys, Marcus and Darren. Kathy, who is the white one, has two. What is it? She has two girls, Julie and her oldest daughter, Nikki. This was the show. No one knew about this show. I briefly saw about it, and I think it was on TGI Fridays for like a minute, but then again, it didn't really last, sadly.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
But it had two seasons maybe, and it's like 31 episodes total.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very surprised. Because I just Googled it and I just typed it in, did some digging. That's what it was called. 1993 to 1994, Getting By.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Family Matters. Yeah, it was like kind of good in the height. It's kind of boring in the beginning, middle with Urkel, great shit because TGI Fridays is all about Urkel show, and then at one point Full House was kind of connected to TGI Fridays before it moved to Tuesdays.
Yeah. It was part of it for a bit, and then it ended. Of course.
And yeah, and then I think after that it was just like Boy Meets World was the big thing on Friday nights next to the Family Matters because I remember there was like a crossover, I think, and I forget which with what.
Yeah, he crossed over with that, and then Step by Step is the other one.
Oh God! You know what? I cannot stand Step by Step. I don't know why I never liked that show. I just never liked it.
It was alright for its time, I think.
Yeah, yeah. God, Step by Step. Oh my God! I mean, I could have sworn that the older sister and older brother hated each other for like what? They hated each other for all that time, yet they kind of respected each other, or whatever.
Well, I think because they're foster brothers, so they
Yeah,
like
foster siblings. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right.
yeah, they didn't like each other a whole lot. But there was some respect and stuff because they had to learn to be family. I guess as the cliche goes.
And then the brother, though, he said words like butt scratch or whatever. Like, God damn, he's really a fucking slacker. How the fuck were they able to break him in? Seriously.
Yeah.
And and then the tomboy sister on the dad's daughter, she was like, it took her a minute because she was a tomboy, but as she got older, I guess she decided, I'm also a girl. I'm a girl, you know. I do want to be in pretty things, and she kind of go into it too because wasn't she like bonding with the sister on Suzanne Summers' side? The sister was like the pretty one, like the dark haired beauty or whatever, and she was like prom queen and shit.
Yeah.
And I could have sworn those two later in the series were like they were like fucking sisters, like they were close.
Yeah, they got closer as soon as like continued and stuff.
And the little brothers, I think they might have shipped them off because I don't know.
One of them definitely got shafted the last season because he disappeared from what I read.
The one on the father's side, or the one on the mom's side, or both.
I think it's mom's side.
The blonde dude.
No, it's the dark haired one. It's the youngest one.
He was on the father's side.
Oh, okay, yeah, father's side. Because the bottom one was still yeah.
The only movie I've ever seen that boy and the blonde boy in was The Witches, sadly.
Yeah.
I have no idea what happened. And didn't they have a little girl eventually? She got pregnant. They got a little girl, and they loved her to death.
Yes. Yeah, they didn't, and they like aged her.
Yeah, and wasn't the cousin to the father's side of the family come in, and he was just awesome.
Yeah, and then he was out for a little bit because there was like some legal issue between him and his ex. Like his ex like accused him of stuff, and then it was revealed that nah, he was innocent, but she was just crazy.
Oh God, seriously?
But he did come back, like for like season 7, though.
Michael, I'm amazed. You actually watched all of Step by Step, though?
No, not all of them. I read the show.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't remember season 7 at all.
They were all adults, and I think the older sisters were like living on their own, and she was dating like her foster brother's best friend.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's all I know.
I only remember like the first 4 or 5.
Dude, it's a blur. It's a blur. Mm-hmm. I have no clue. No clue.
Yeah.
That show was on for that long. It was on for as long as I was like in middle school and a little bit of high school. God damn it.
It was on for a while.
TJF had staying power, baby.
It did. used to be the night, grandma came home, watched TV. Together's awesome.
Yeah, and then maybe before TJF came on, you had to rush to the video store, get your movies for the day or night or whatever for the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And order your pizza, and then you could just relax with some TGIF.
Yeah, TGIF is great back then.
Oh, yeah. It was a thing, and now it's not a thing anymore. And anyone who is younger than... Anyone who's like between the ages of 5 to like 18, they ain't gonna know about it.
Exactly.
They think that shit is like ancient history, and it is not.
I mean, it is.
It is ancient history at this point. So what am I talking about?
Yeah. Like, no.
We're fucking old, man.
Yeah, sadly. It's like, no. As Anakin say.
Anakin as Darth Vader in Episode 3, what you should go watch.
Yeah.
Give our Star Wars commentary some love, please. It would do us good. It would make us seem like we're doing it for ourselves because we just want to do it. But it would do us a world of wonders if you check out some of these other older videos that we put in some time for. Give it a like and maybe subscribe. That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice. And also comment too.
Yes, comment on stuff that you think that we have said and tell us that we're wrong nicely, because we are people, we're not robots.
Yes.
And you want to know who's awesome, Michael?
Yes.
Our subscribers, they are awesome.
Yes, they're awesome indeed.
Thank you for sticking around if you've made it this far into the show. We are an hour and 6 minutes in. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I think, Michael, we're doing good, more or less.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, we went from this to now to this, and we're explaining what we were explaining about Family Matters, a little bit of Saved by the Bell, a random ass show that no one's ever heard of, Boy Meets World.
That's true.
Now we're gonna go off into the docket, and I'm sorry for not staying on topic. Please forgive me, my friend Christopher. We will do better.
Yeah, he would put the stay on topic me, but he's not here, so
just pretend you see. Stay on topic. Stay on topic.
Yes.
Very briefly on Disney Marvel, then we'll get to the big shit. Don Cheadle confirms War Machine will be in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yes.
It's not really surprising, if not like it's more entertaining to find out that he will be a character, not maybe in the forefront, but maybe as a liaison, maybe, because it's Don Cheadle as War Machine.
Yes. Yeah, he confirmed that, and they also confirmed that Armor Wars will, explore, obviously, the aftermath of Tony's death.
Obviously, as you said, because it's not news. Of course it is. It's Armor Wars.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
It's not news, people. It's not like, oh, I didn't know. Of course it's about the aftermath of his technology being maybe in the black market, and shit's gonna happen, sadly. And we're probably gonna get Riri Williams in there to start off her show too, as being a character maybe in it.
Yeah.
But remember, all these shows are somehow now connected because, since Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. finished last year.
Yes.
And now it's free to maybe be back where it should be, because if you didn't know, Kevin Feige was not really a fan of how everything was just so disconnected. You had Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. doing its own thing due to reasons, and then the Pocket and Netflix MCU that we all loved, more or less, except for Iron Fist.
Wasn't.
Yes. It was limp.
Yeah.
It was doing its own thing, yet Daredevil did prove to be the better of all the shows.
Yeah. That's why he's rumored to be in Spider-Man 3.
Which is still a rumor until we get confirmation, but don't look on... Just wait till it comes out, hopefully, this year.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the fucking Inhumans, God rest its soul, it just died completely.
Yeah, it flopped hard.
And and apparently you told me he was upset by that shit.
Yeah, he's kind of pissed because I'm not sure it's any big deal to it, but but I think they really went to explore it. But unfortunately, it was crap. So any like plans of any humans in the MCU is pretty much dead.
Yes. Well, for now, I'm positive he'll try to find a way to make them a thing. Supporting players for the Fantastic Four, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he might. But like I'm just like, yeah, nah. I'm interested in him. I was not interested in him, now I'm even less.
It's the fucking Inhumans. I mean, I do not care about no effing Inhumans ever.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is, the comics follow suit. I'm not sure how I feel about comics matching up with the movies, just because there'll be new fans and they'll be expecting this shit. Because one, this is something you have to kind of learn. I mean, no one kind of taught me about the power of reading comics as a kid. You had to like learn this shit off by yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not. Why do we have to handhold people? I don't understand it.
Well, it's money.
You're right.
Anyway.
You're right. It's all about money.
My money's out of the.
You're right. You're right.
Like Disney says, we need money because we're just corporate and we want more money. It's like, okay.
You're right. You're right. You're right. But anyway, it was all these different balls in the air that wasn't really going anywhere, and now finally having the fourth phase be this new kind of refresh of the movies. We will get to the movies, but we're going to take a little break and start building up the TV shows to build up to the movies that you're all waiting for later.
Yeah, because the first we start with like Black Widow, which is going to be like set before Endgame and stuff.
Okay.
Right around before, because it's supposed to be set after Winter Soldier, or not Winter Soldier, Civil War.
Oh, right, because she did kind of disappear after Tony pissed her off and said, "Really, Tony? Really? Fuck off."
Yeah. And so we will explore that, but due to the pandemic, that was delayed. So now Wandavision's first official Marvel thing, because it was supposed to be Black Widow, then we kept, Falcon, Winter Soldier, and then I think WandaVision, but now it's first.
Which I think we needed in this pandemic, sadly.
Yeah.
It was well needed.
Yes.
And now that we're in WandaVision, and
yes.
And since we're done with that one random news, we're going to get to the big shit, and this will most likely take up the rest of the episode.
Yes.
WandaVision episode 5. It was Michael. Where do we start, buddy?
Well, to start with, it was big. When I watched it, I was like, holy shit.
Yes.
They confirmed some things, but now it raises more other questions. But I was like, holy shit, I heard rumors that this character was gonna be in it, or this actor was. But I thought, okay, it was gonna be like a tongue-cheek type thing. But no, they went full blown with it. And now this raises more possibilities of what they're gonna be doing, especially with Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. Maybe we'll wait and see. Because I think where they're going is gonna be interesting.
Any more thoughts?
No, but when I watched it, I said, you guys gotta watch it. Void Twitter, because the spoilers and trends are gonna spoil you.
Oh yeah, sadly. Before I say my thoughts, let's get on that. This is a fair warning if you made it this far into our talk. When it comes to a big show like this, you need to like log off Twitter or don't go on the app immediately in the next day. Yeah. If you are home between the hours of 6 a.m. to 11, if you wake up, get your breakfast, watch fucking WandaVision. Let that be your first priority.
Yeah.
Make sure your kids are all right, or watch it with them. Like, hey, kids, come on, we're gonna watch this shit now. Like,
Heck yeah.
and then just say, we're watching WandaVision now. I ain't gonna be spoiled online.
Yeah,
Log
exactly.
off the night before, or turn it off. Don't go on Twitter. Do not go on Twitter on a Thursday if you're on the East Coast, we come first, sadly. But by like at midnight, log off. Because for us, it comes on at 3 a.m. and for the West Coast, it's at 12 p.m. But for whatever reason, shit happens and they start spoiling the shit out of it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Stay off Twitter stay off fucking Twitter until you've watched WandaVision. There is nothing going on Twitter that you need to know. You got other shit to do. You can watch MSNBC, CNN, but mark my words, it's kind of been calm ever since we were able to get off the fucking president and everything and get on a new one, a new establishment. It's nice and chill. I know I'm far more calmer now. I can get other shit done without worrying about, oh my god, what's he said this time? I don't have to worry about that shit.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
things are a lot calmer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can breathe easily now. Like, oh yes, I don't have to worry anymore.
Yes.
But again, I not to make this like a big political thing because I know we're supposed to stay away from such shit and everything. But what I'm saying is, there is nothing on Twitter that needs you to go on there because you'll get spoiled.
Yeah.
So I'm suggesting, not telling, suggesting, don't log off Twitter before you go to bed on a Thursday night. Yeah. Stay off it until you get your ass on Disney Plus and watch it.
Yes.
Watch WandaVision. Unfortunately, we cannot stop the spoilers, but we can stop you as best we can to tell you how this is going.
Yes, exactly.
So, actually, I woke up pretty late in the morning on Friday, and also, stay off fucking Discord with your friends. Don't even go on there yet. Stay off every kind of social media or outlet with your friends too. I'm lucky I did, because I didn't touch Discord until after I watched the episode, and I already saw that you already said something.
Yeah, because I watched it because like after 3, I was like I'm glad that I brain so I could watch the episode. So I do.
Did you watch it on your computer at work or your phone?
On my phone.
Okay.
Phone. And so, and I had like 30, 40 minutes. It's like, okay, cool. Watching it was like, just like reacting because it was like, oh my god.
What's wrong with Michael over there? He's fine.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully there's no one there around, so they can't hear me. Like, no, they didn't. Or,
I can't imagine you saying that.
Or laughing at Darcy and then like, really? And then that one FBI dude later, and then we'll get to him, and that's all just general spoilers. But it was a good episode. I actually liked it. Now I'm just like, I need another episode.
You're that deep, Mike. You're that deep.
Yeah, that was that deep in episode 3. And like, I need more.
Put it in my veins.
Yeah, but then episode 4 really upped it, and now episode 5 just keeps on delivering.
Yes. So for me, I woke up pretty late on Friday. I guess I'll take this as a godsend, and then I turn on everything and start watching it, and I'm like feeling it because it's like this episode's a little bit of a mix of what's happening in Westview and what's going on outside Westview, and that was a good thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But my initial thoughts, I was blown. I was happy at one point because I got some references, and right now I have watched this episode 3 times.
Sweet.
And I watched it again today, so this is my 3rd time watching it, and I got like one big reference that now makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get there. I was like shocked. I was in awe. I was like saying, "Oh my god, she's throwing shade at this character. Oh my god, why?" And I can realize why she did that for various reasons. I loved the little word, just one word, hex. Yes.
Yeah,
Hex, the hex. I love it. Yes, of course. That's how it was described with her powers, and in the earlier days of the Marvel comics. And everything.
The hex and then like the hexagonal shapes that are seen referenced throughout the series.
Yes. Oh, go on. You can say it.
No, which once again makes connecting the magic or like chaos.
Yes. And I was more in awe what the kids did. I still love, of course, like everyone, I love Catherine Hahn as maybe kind of Agatha or Agnes or whatever.
Agnes or Agatha, quote unquote.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Because once again, people speculating she's Agatha because her identity is the only one that's not known, and she's kind of aware of what's going on.
Yes.
Sort of.
Yeah. And my last initial reaction was I saw it and I said, okay. And then I saw the big climactic event.
Yes.
And I said,
no way.
Oh my god, what?
and then like Darcy's line at the end of this.
I know what she says. What? Want to spoil it? Want to do it now?
They recast Pedro.
I know she recasted Pedro.
And my reaction is like, what?
Oh shit! What?
Oh, okay.
And we see Evan Peters, who played Quicksilver in the X-Men in the later X-Men films as Quicksilver.
Yeah.
And he shows up
yeah.
with a New York accent. I can see my sister or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I have words like everyone else. I have some words like I'm thinking something went wrong, but we'll get there. But she hugs him after she said Pedro, and then he says, "Who's the popsicle?"
Yeah.
So that's the big thing. But how did we get there? We're going to try to explain it as best we can.
Yeah.
But we're set in the 80s, right, Mike?
Yes. We're in the 80s because there's a family tie / as you point out, maybe Full House.
A little bit of for me, Punky Brewster, a little bit because of the damn dog.
yeah, the dog as well.
A little bit of Silver Spoons, maybe too. I don't know.
Possibly, you're right. Like any 80s, like sitcom or
family sitcoms of the 80s, which is a big thing too.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to pay homage to.
And have you paid attention to the lyrics? Because it's really adding to the factor.
yeah, the lyrics are like adding like more to it, like explaining some things. And I got those pictures of Wandavision. I was like, oh god, this is horrifying. For some reason, I was like, oh god, this might be the scariest thing in the episode.
It's become a meme now, those pictures.
Yeah.
Like, Vision!
Yeah, like, holy shit. It's like, this is scary. This is scary but funny at the same time.
I know, right? I mean, I get the Wanda shit, because that's like some pictures of her in real life.
Yeah, like Elizabeth Olsen as a child, like, it's like, it's fun. And stuff, I really like that one. Once again, her older siblings, Mary Kate and Ashley, were in Full House and kind of mirrors that aesthetic a little bit.
Yes, and Full House because of the picnic and shit and other things.
Yeah.
So it's all a mix of the 80s shows.
Yeah.
Well, mid to late 80s, we'll say.
Yeah.
And then we get to the boys, Tommy and Billy, and I like those little boys. They added the little pictures, and okay, we got Tommy, we got Billy. They're real life. They're real.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they are real. They're legit. No matter what happens now, they are legit. And we see that the kids, and I won't gotta go base by base. We see the kids got a dog. Wanda's all for it. She says a little bit of something, and they're being cute. And then Vision comes in, and he kind of realizes, well, no, I should have remembered. They were babies. Then, for whatever reason, they stopped crying because Agnes was there. Some people think Agnes did something. She didn't, and because it's just all them. And that's my take of it is. And Vision's becoming suspicious of Agnes because when they come to the dog thing, he just says, "Oh no, I'm just waiting for someone," and then she comes out. Yeah. So he's pretty much might have figured out something's going on.
Yeah, she's aware of some things, but also she's like aware, like, should I take it again? Like
I know that was kind of creepy. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like she's aware that this is an act. Once again, it's like breaking the fourth wall as well.
Not like Deadpool, thank God.
Yeah, more subtle nod that yes, not only am I an actress playing this character, but it's also within that universe. I'm stuck in this weird sitcom reality. Yeah. It's kind of like a great nod that as well.
Yes. Wanda and Vision. Oh God, I can't believe that's become a thing now. Wanda and Vision. It's like become synonymous. It's like a combined word or whatever. Like, God damn it! Now we're gonna be saying Wanda and Vision. Wanda and Vision. So,
yes.
They kind of get in a small argument or a tiff, and then sadly, the kids say, "Can we keep him?" Well, we think that we would like you to be like at least 10. And the thing is, they were babies, and then they were 5 years old. For up to the opening, and then them like taking care, like watching the dog named Sparky from the comics. Yes. Go read Vision. I suggest you go just check out that damn Vision series by Tom King. It is dark, but go read it. You'll probably understand it more. But you'll understand the references more.
Yeah.
I won't. Then they said 10. The boys look at each other, have mischievous grins, and then they just grow up to 10, and it's like new actors.
Yeah, and then it's like grow up in front of our eyes really quick, which is also kind of like another nod
to that kind of thing of always aging up the kids, right?
Yeah, aging up the kids, but also just watching kid actors grow up as well.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. Yeah.
But also more like what you said, they made it up to kid actors really quick, but this is obviously more quicker than people expected, obviously.
Yes, and now they're 10 years old, baby, and they said words like radical because it's the
Yeah, radical.
Like, no one says radical. I'm telling you, no one, I don't think I've ever heard a kid say radical.
Yeah, it's since the 90's.
Exactly.
Well, like TV channels, maybe.
Yeah. Then the thing, so they got the dog and they can take care of him, and they're kind of surprised by the age growth of their kids, but whatever, right? But we come back out to Westview and we see like the usual crew. Monica got tested just to make sure she was all right. Her test come back weird. It was blank.
Yeah.
And then, of course, that is a holler back to what she will eventually most likely become.
Yeah.
I would like to add, she is not, just so you know, just so everyone knows, Mike, you know this though, I think.
Yeah.
Monica is not a mutant.
No.
She is not a mutant, just so you know.
Yeah.
She somehow will wind up with powers. I don't know how. But she will wind up with her comic accurate powers named Photon or whatever.
Yes. Who knows how, but, in MCU, there's a lot to play with.
Seriously.
But yeah, I remember like Heroes Reforged when I'm pointing out, oh my, she's gonna get her powers. So, yeah, so that's a good nod to that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the anomaly, maybe something else,
Yeah, but let's just say that the world is changing as we know it, and there will be a lot of people maybe gaining powers from the comics.
Yes.
We learned that there might be some... Okay, they did bring up something which is now the comics before that you sent us on Friday or Saturday. It is something worth noting that certain things... Well, maybe I should add up to it. There's that moment. They go out to discuss everything. We get footage through Sword Guy and Jimmy Woo, who was disclosing like what they know about Wanda. In 1989, she was born to the parents of Maximoff with her twin brother, who was older, not younger. Um,
Yes.
she became radicalized like later in life due to her parents dying due to that bomb in Age of Ultron that was mentioned.
Yes.
And go watch that film. Well, I'll have words to you people, some of you people, the bad fans over regarding that fucking film, huh? I have words.
Yeah, because like now they're like, oh, it's actually good. Like, really? Like, I've enjoyed that film since 2015.
Exactly. I also remember hearing a lot of there's a lot of feminists coming out of the woodwork on that too. And you guys ain't like that, and some of these fanboys were the same way to certain things too. So it's like, really?
Yeah.
Really? Now you like it? Seriously?
Yeah, no. I mean, to me, it was a good one. I think it's better than First Avengers, but that's just me. And I did like Ultron.
Oh, I mean, it's fucking Reddington, man.
Dragons, I like him now. Do I think they should bring him back at some point? Yeah, but not for like I guess for points. But I would like to see him back. Come back some point.
Mm,
The story is good. Don't bring him back just because he was underrated, underutilized.
I mean, you got some of his quips, Mike, saying like, "Yes, I'm gonna tell you my very secret plan," as you try to build up time or whatever he said.
Yeah, that's a great line. The line. Very, very quippy, like Tony. And
Don't
and
call me Tony.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I broke your hand. Dr. Claw. It made sense now. I got it. I forgot Dr. Claw. I forgot Claw was a thing in that fucking film.
Yes, he was. And we still haven't got his mixtape.
Oh, dude, we need a fucking mixtape. Stat. Shit.
Damn it. I'm really hoping they release this by now.
Dude, Claw was fucking awesome in Black Panther. We needed more. He did not deserve to die. God damn it.
Yeah, sadly.
They got rid of him far too quick. Like, fucking really? Don't do that. Come on.
Getting off on good feeling.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. So,
Yeah.
so pretty much. Well, no, I'll get to the wording soon. They so pretty much after we see footage of Wanda like a week ago. She and some for whatever reason decided to invade Sword headquarters.
Yes.
And she got apparently in the past 5 years, Vision's body was most likely taken by Sword, not Shield, and they somehow housed it somewhere safely. And then she somehow found out about it and took it.
Yes.
She didn't kill anyone. She just infiltrated a secret, maybe kind of secret government structure, took out some cameras or something, and got the body.
Yeah, she did do that.
We know the who, what, where, why, more or less, but we need to know who put her up to this and why. Because we see the aftermath of the world of Westview has been changed due to, and it's said by Darcy, who pretty much is holding it down with saying words like hex and everything, like it's gonna catch on. And Monica looks at Jimmy, and Jimmy's like, no, he ain't down for the word hex yet or whatever.
It's like never.
And it's gonna get caught on. I mean, it's a fucking hex at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's some words, and then for whatever reason, everyone, it seems information regarding what we saw in Endgame. How does anyone know the point by point basis of the battle between the heroes and Thanos?
I wonder if either they got testimony from some survivors, or maybe once again this could be like a little plot trope, or maybe an error. Who knows? But they thought maybe they put that in just because they forgot, maybe.
I mean, that's something we would say. Like what Jimmy and Darcy were saying, and Monica. That's something we would say. Because we, people who went to go see this film, we saw that. We saw the fight by fight basis of how it went. And Jimmy's saying, well, Captain Marvel came close. And then, like, no, Scarlet Witch could have defeated Thanos. Like, okay. How? And then Jimmy came out saying Marvel could have been, but she pretty much could take him out too, which is true. Like saying, is there an information leak? You would think that this shit would have been like, oh, we can't let anyone know the specifics, the general Jans and Joes of the world. We can't let information like this like get snuck out. Seriously.
Maybe it's only known to them, but who knows?
Hopefully. I mean, he's FBI. I think they would probably be a little bit more subtle. I mean, I guess they could have the information somehow.
It probably satellite footage is working. Maybe, I don't know.
It's weird, man. We're not gonna know, and I guess we have to either come up with our own theories because it's like, oh, that's kind of get too close, but I don't mind because I love it.
Yeah.
And when mentioning about Captain Marvel, Monica got all cold. Like saying, we are not talking about her. We are talking about Wanda. And it's like, oh, we stepped on a landmine, Darcy and Jimmy. Like, ooh.
We did. It's like, us like Marvel or Carol not being there at the time of the snapshot, the first snapshot, and
her mom most likely getting cancer or whatever.
Yeah, and her mom getting cancer, and possibly maybe something else after Marvel 2, who knows? Or maybe they'll explore the tension in Captain Marvel 2 a little bit more.
Most likely, because we all know that there's a future for Monica Rambeau and, of course, Kamala Khan in Captain Marvel 2.
Yes.
So we know there's a future for them. They're not going to die. Well, Monica's not going to die in this show. So.
Yeah. No.
She has a future, so she's secure. We all know this. She's secure.
Yes.
So they go about explaining the science and all that shit, and she said something peculiar or nice about saying, I know an engineer. I have an engineer friend. Some people, I read this later, or heard this later, that maybe through IGN's Max Scoville, he's actually kind of a nice guy on his social media, more or less, or he's a good host. He's kind of goofy for my taste, but he's fun. He says that some people think that it could be Riri, but she's a tad bit too young for my taste. I don't think it's her. I thought it was going to be Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Because for God's sakes, he's like one of the smartest men in the comics, not the show that we don't know of. Like, maybe they're going to build off the Fantastic Four and just introduce Reed Richards.
I mean, they could, like I said. I mean, there's like references
to you said the astronauts like are lost or something.
I mean, that's a possibility to be a lead-in or plant seeds. Maybe not necessarily in show, but in a future movie, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, we're all speculating because, once again.
Oh fuck. Shit.
Many like things they can pull and explore in future films, maybe.
Yeah.
And like the whole like once again more popular fan theories of Mephisto.
It's not. I cannot go by Mephisto.
Yeah, I think he will be referenced in these shows, but I don't think he'll be in like fully introduced maybe until Doctor Strange 2 or another MCU film. That's my take on Mephisto.
I can't go the devil route. It seems too easily. I think I can't go the devil route. It seems like it's too supernatural. For my taste, I can't see it being Mephisto though. It's like no, it can't be Mephisto. I mean, we'll get there. But for me, I don't think it's Mephisto. That's just like no, it's not for me.
I think it's early to introduce Mephisto. It's gonna be like dropping Galactus in Fantastic Four, or dropping Darkseid versus Superman for setting him up.
Yeah,
so it'll be something like that. But I think there's gonna be seeds of him in the shows.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna be like everything, but it's gonna be like references, or like they reference. So he might appear later in the universe.
I can understand why people think of Mephisto, because he, of course, if you don't know, and this is kind of a spoiler for like very old comics of the 80s or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on that. I'll save it for like later. But you know what? That's not the point.
Save it for later, but it's not that point.
It's not that point. But anyway, there's like a lot of talking and a lot of science talking, and then the whole Monica shooting her old 70s outfit, just like how some people, Max Scoville brought up about the shooting reminded him of Peggy Carter from the first Captain America, which you should watch because that's also a good movie.
Hell yeah.
Because he just shot the damn thing like how Peggy did, and I love it. Like, yes. Always respect Peggy. Peggy Carter was awesome. She's awesome. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they realized that there might be some protection or something, or things are reinforced.
Yeah, because she was wearing a bulletproof vest or Kevlar vest, like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they realized that if it can fit into the universe, like let's say it's a drone or something from that era, it can pass through.
So what do they use? They use some kind of 80s weird helicarrier or something to go in there.
Like the 80s version of a drone, something like that.
And they get like visual on Wanda and her kids, and they come outside because Sparky's barking about outside. They go outside, and then they hear a breach is happening right now.
Yeah.
Oh no! Before that, because apparently that douchebag director of S.W.O.R.D., he's like saying, "Oh, I came prepared, baby. We're gonna shoot her down." Shit. Like,
we're gonna do the stupid thing and rage a witch.
Oh my god, like, dude, god damn it, dude.
Mama like, really?
And to think, Monica's mother Monica. Oh my god, oh god, he's annoying, but I get it. They need that kind of character. But seriously, like, god damn, he makes things more complicated than it needs to be.
Yeah, he fucked up.
Because Monica, in the beginning, when the whole meeting scene before what I just said, she was like trying to explain everything, and he's like saying she's a terrorist. Like, oh god, no, dude, she's not a fucking terrorist, dude. She might have infiltrated your structure, but she's not a terrorist. She's someone whose the key word is grief, and
she's grieving for the loss of like the most important person, such a brother in her life.
Yes, and it's like done something to her. But, so there's a breach. And then they all come outside. And here comes Wanda in her still outfit from Endgame. The red outfit.
Yes.
And it's amazing no one's called a Scarlet Witch yet. Because that's noted. Like, does she have any nicknames? No, sir. They just call her Wanda. Like, oh fuck, she's gone all this time without the moniker. Okay.
I wonder. After this series, will they call her Scarlet Witch?
The Scarlet Witch event.
I mean, possible. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking. Hopefully.
So she walks and now tosses the machine out to them and says, "You forgot this." And she just says, she gives them a firm warning after she's trying to talk to them, and then to Monica about saying, "Oh, you're still here?" And she's like she's about to do something, and Monica just says, "No, you're not going to do anything to me. You wanted someone to trust to help you give birth to help you with your birth of your kids. I was there." And it's like saying like she kind of invited her subconsciously or whatever into the world in the first place.
Yeah.
So, okay, it's not that Wanda is evil. She's not. I think we're using that word. Okay, evil and bad are two very different things.
Yeah, she is. She's grieving and she's under some process. She might be like
antagonistic,
pissed off because like S.W.O.R.D. got hold of Vision's body, and someone speculated that they might be experimenting with his body.
It did feel like she knew something more was going on when she said when she said certain words like, "You took this from me. I came to get it back. I came to get it back, or something like. Oh.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if, like, once again, she knew something was up. She had to take the body because they were gonna experiment or do something, and who knows what that was gonna lead to. But yeah.
He did. Jimmy did say the word in his will.
Yes.
And of course, any kind of major big secret government or whatever, like SWORD, sadly, do have like a darker shade of it, and they do. I mean, sadly, this stuff happens in kind of extraordinary circumstances. They would take certain technology to get it to make it up and running, but this is speculative.
Like resurrect him.
Yes.
Which once again opens like a Pandora's box, because like I just thought in an amusing way, that could also lead to them resurrecting Ultron in a stupid fanfiction type way.
The sword was so.
When I think of Ultron, I think of him like he always comes back in the most ridiculous way.
I mean, if they ever think about an Ultron, I mean, this is it. I mean, this is it.
I mean, like that just opens a can of worms. Like, do you really want to do that, Soren? Because you might bring Vision back, but what if you bring back the wrong guy? You bring Ultron back, and he just like starts to kick ass.
Oh god. And we don't have like a fucking Captain America or Iron Man, and we don't know what the fuck is happening with the Avengers right now. They're like just joined at this point.
Yeah, they're scattered at the moment, so that just came to my mind. It's like, yeah, this could be like a strange fanfiction type deal, but back on topic, yeah. So I think it could be that they're experimenting. She found out, she got pissed, and now she created this reality world at the moment. So, yeah.
So after the words and the guns, I'm not the one pointing guns, director, and she just gives him a glare, and then she just says, "Stay out of my world, I'll stay out of yours." And he did make up a good point about her saying like, "But Wanda, you took control of that fucking town. You are putting them against their will somewhat."
That is true. That is like the one point I'll give him. But he does seem a little shady.
He's shady, though. He's fucking shady. He knows something he ain't saying.
Yeah, exactly.
So then she just gives him a warning, and then and then, of course, everyone's alluded to this, and I love it now. Not because I like this movie. Not because I love the movie. I like it, or I enjoy it. It's decent, but I'm not planning on watching it again. Right now. She pulls a fucking Magneto by having her control all the people and pointing the guns at the dude's head with her psychic powers or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, yeah.
She just does a little turn and everything and just walks us back into her world. Like, shit.
Yeah, she does do Magneto. Someone did point that out. Like, some Magneto shit like that, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to. I mean, we're probably adding on to this shit because it's not like they really meant it to be like this. It's just supposed to be a moment for the people who did this, but the internet and fans are like pointing like Leonardo DiCaprio in that film, saying, "Oh my god, look what he did! Look what's this and shit or whatever."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think we like references or nods.
Whether it's a reference nod, I don't know. It just seemed too on point now that I think about it, but who knows?
Yeah, once again, it could be once again leading into nods, homages to stuff because they're like pulling things out. And Disney is really flexing a little bit with Evan Peters being in this series.
Yeah. But we'll get there to Evan Peters.
Yeah, we'll get there.
So she goes back in there, and then it's like, and I know we missed a Vision thing, but I'm just doing this off of a point by point. Vision's at his office, though, and he's like got the jokes or whatever with his friend or whatever. And for whatever reason, the computer's able to access the SWORD network or whatever, called the Wanda Maximoff Initiative or some shit like that, or the event.
Yeah.
And everyone starts reading. It's creepy.
Yeah, like they start reading it like all insane.
Like, damn.
It's like also the vibe of, reminds me of, those Village of the Damned, or like creepy.
Children of the Corn.
Yeah, like that creepy, oh god, dive mindset type thing.
You know, that could very well be it. Everyone's in some kind of a hive mind or whatever.
Yeah, because Wanda's controls the hive mindset, which kind of like, I don't know, it's a reference to something else, but yeah.
But and then Vision's able to use his, I guess it's like whatever he was able to do to redirect the signals in the brain. He was able to cancel out Wanda's ability for like on this dude's head. And he says, what day is it? What happened to my little sister? I needed my phone. Where is my phone? I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Help me understand. She's in my head, man. I don't know. I just know that she's in my head. And he kind of breaks down, sadly. And it's like a thing. Like, oh shit, no. And he reverses the process. And then he flips back to being all funny guy and shit.
Yeah, that actor really did a good job.
He did.
You know?
He did.
It was unnerving and uncomfortable, but he really did a good job.
Yes, he did.
That feel of fear and confusion to back to that jovial ladies feel.
Yes. So, we're almost at the end point. They lose. So back to Wanda and the kids after she pulled off her flex moment. They're looking for the damn dog because he ran off and everything, and they bump into someone like a male officer, like a male mailman. Thank you. I cannot believe I forgot what a mailman was. And then they go see, and then we see the damn dog in the bushes and shit. And it's Agatha's or Agnes's bushes, and again, it's a reference, could be a reference to those damn mystical flowers that Wondergo flowers or whatever. From the comic books. That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And he got poisoned. She didn't kill him on purpose. He just got in those damn flowers or whatever.
Yeah, because sometimes like dogs do sniff, read stuff.
I can believe it. So I don't think she purposely killed the damn dog. I mean, that's just very horrifying to think.
Yeah.
And then the boys find out, who are 10, and they look at each other, and she says, no, you do not do that. Do what? I want to skip the pain, Ma. No. And then for whatever reason, she's actually the voice of reason regarding the grief thing. Like, it's painful, but you have to accept it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's accept that death is real and stuff, even though one could argue, but you brought back Vision, but that's like, don't copy me, that thing.
Yeah, that's what parents say to their kids when they catch on to your tricks or whatever.
And basically, don't be like me.
Be better than me.
Yeah, more or less. You're right. This is like.
And then Vision walks in and says, "Hey boys, what's going on?" And I guess he was able to calm them down, so they don't age now, thank God.
Yeah.
So they didn't age this time, so they were able to get the boys upstairs. They're still brokenhearted, but they're fine in bed. And then Vision confronts Wanda, and then she says, "What are you talking about, Vision?" Because earlier in the episode, she said something like, "We're out of sync" and everything. Like, you've never talked to me like this before. Wanda, I'm telling you. And, he gives her the business and shit. And then he says, "You can't make me, can I?" She turns around, and then the fucking credits roll, right?
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, like this fucking 80s, like the music was happening and shit. I'm going to bed. No, Wanda, stop. This is weird.
This is weird.
Fucking weird.
He's still arguing like married couples do.
Yes.
Couples do.
And then they go to the kitchen. He says, "Being a family, Wanda." And then she says something. He says, "Don't lie to me, Wanda. I don't know who I am. I can't remember anything." And then he's floating. Then she floats. It's like they're about to throw down because she's got the fucking orbs. Yes. She's about to throw down and everything. It's just, "This is everything I wanted," or something like to that extent. Like, I'm doing this for us.
Yes. I want a sitcom life. I don't know why, but this is the way it is. Like, okay.
Yeah. So they were able to calm down, and he calmed down first, and she floats down second. I think that says something.
Yeah.
It's like a "don't attack me" moment, or "I'll attack you." And not that I'm saying Wanda's unhinged. She's not. She's not fucking crazy. She's just,
No,
It's just a thing with her. She's not evil. She's
not
an,
evil, but she's like under some influence. Whether she's once again she's grieving and trying to escape into sitcoms,
yeah.
more or less. Which I guess I could see is like an escape. The sitcom is a close to escapism as you can get.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then after like talking for like a second and everything, because he's saying, and it's like surprising, he doesn't remember anything before Westview.
Yes.
So maybe which kind of corresponds with the comics, that whenever certain things happen, he does forget. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
He is a robot. He's not a human.
Yeah.
He does forget sometimes, due to reasons outside sources beyond his control.
That is true. And maybe because when Mind Stone got broke, he lost the memory.
Most likely, but then again, we did hear in Infinity War, what Shuri was saying about like you could have done all this something and try to back up certain datas or whatever. I don't know how it works.
That's true.
I don't know about the fucking science behind Vision's whole being part of Ultron, Jarvis, a little bit of Tony, and somehow Bruce, and it kind of coalesced into making Vision as he is. He just is. He's not them. He just is, or concept, yes. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not a red flag. It's just okay. He doesn't have no memories because he was not in Endgame at all. Just remember, he was not in Endgame.
No, he was gone, sadly.
Yes, so he had no participation in the last battle. Yeah. So then we get to the pivotal moment of hearing a knock at the door after she was saying, "I don't control everyone. I don't tell people to go to like." And she's right. I don't think she has full control of everyone, what they do in their normal lives inside the zone or whatever.
No, she might have some influence, but she can like control them. Like, hey, go to the doctor's with her.
Yeah.
Hey, go to the bathroom at this minute, exactly this time of day. It's like, no.
I think it's just a kind of guide, like also another way of saying it's like a kind of guide for them. They know what to do, but they have no real control except to do certain things, like they're compelled to.
Yeah, they're compelled to do stuff. They can't like leave, but it's not like she's controlling everything. There's still some things that are out of whack.
I don't think she's psychic either. I think the whole telekinesis thing was just a shadow to what she can really do.
True.
I don't think it's really mind control, technically. It could be considered, because she still has it.
It could be more like an influence, or almost like a nightmare type influence. Or bringing out people's worst fears, maybe. Or confusion. Because in Age of Ultron, she does bring up some, like, weird fantasies and dreams.
You are right, Mike, because I did watch just after I did watch it after that episode because they kept offering it. So I didn't. Yeah, they don't really do that, and she doesn't do that gothy, slithery back crit walk or whatever. They kind of forgot. They kind of dropped that shit.
Yeah,
after that film.
Okay. So we're not gonna use it anymore.
So we get to the pivotal moment, and then we hear a knock at the door, and then she just says, "I didn't do that, Vision. I wish I could believe you, Wanda." And then she goes to the door, and then we don't know who she sees, and he just says, "Who's that?" And then we see, it happens. We see white hair, and then we see the look at her face, and then his face, and it's like Evan Peters Quicksilver, allegedly. Yeah. And then Darcy says, "Oh my God, she recasted Quicksilver. She recasted Pietro."
Yeah, that line at the end was like my thought, like, wow.
God damn. You want to give your brother a hug? And she pauses like she can't believe it. I'm not sure if it's because it's someone who looks like her brother similarly or is her brother. I don't know. We'll find out on Friday.
Yeah. Friday.
And then she just hugs, and then he just gives him a look and says, Who's the popsicle?
Yeah.
And we end the episode.
Yeah, that's like a great, also tongue-in-cheek moment, to the Fox X-Men movies as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now we don't know if this is really Quicksilver from
yeah,
X-Men or
exactly.
it's just someone who is taking on the
Yeah,
soul kind of esque of Quicksilver. I don't know.
or like the man like made up to look like Pietro, or also once again the tongue cheek reference, but also like someone, maybe it's a person who lives in town, but sort of was like, because Wanda's like grief of losing her brother, maybe he takes on that mantle a little bit.
Most likely, because going by the fact that we see him, the thing is we don't know what she has seen.
Yeah,
We for us we know that's Evan Peters being Quicksilver, and
yes.
assuming this is X-Men, it's not. I don't. It's too no. I don't think that's how we. I don't think that's how we get mutants involved. It's
I
just
hope not, because like I remember actors like reacting like, if this is ever gonna get X-Men in this universe, no, I didn't like it. Said nope, nope.
it's seen no. It's too easy. I want to think one mutants will be a thing that was always among us, but it was more on the hush hush side.
Yeah, or
The era
spread.
of mutants will happen, but not right now.
Yeah, I think it could either be like suppressed and something happens and it genes like open, or not open, but like activate, or once again it could be kept secret, so like other villains or characters, maybe, who knows.
They probably want to keep. Again, this is speculatory. They probably want to keep mutant because I remember Feige has said X Men will eventually happen, but not now. We are doing all these big things for us. We are not. He is not worried about the X Men until certain things have calmed down.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
only been 2 years, or three. We are not out of the. It's too close. We're not going to be introducing mutants yet.
yeah, exactly. So I think this is more like a wink and a nod to the fan base, and the character, but also once again he's just a person who got caught up, made to look like Pietro, whether it's by Agatha herself or some unknown force that is like once again also influencing um Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's something else. Once again, we'll find out more as the episodes continue. What if it's forced, or is Wanda got like, I'm not saying like split personality, but sort of like maybe compartment, like putting things in different spaces in her mind, and it maybe it's going crazy. Who knows?
Mm. And the thing about it is, I've remembered kind of certain things happening in shows, like for one instance, in Ghost Whisper with Jennifer Love Hewitt's old show.
Yes.
There was a season where the husband died, but he came back as someone else. He like put his soul in someone else's body, and even though she can still see his soul as himself, along with their son later, everyone else sees the new guy.
Yeah, it's the same thing in Wonder Woman 1984 with
Mm-hmm.
Steve. Because, like, Steve's soul is in another person's body. She can see Steve, but everyone else sees the sky. Like,
Mm-hmm.
in Mirror, you'll see the original soul, but for the viewers, obviously, will see Steve and she'll see Steve. So that's a good, like, parallel with, maybe a picture as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a guy, but we seeing Evan Peters, she might be seeing her brother from MCU. Wouldn't that be like a twist where one scene it's Evan Peters, but then it's the other guy? Wouldn't that be a big flex?
Yeah. Even though, yeah, that could very well be it because I think it's just a maybe they couldn't get him and they just recast him.
I mean, it's possible. I'm speculating, but it would be really funny if they did that.
Mm.
And showcasing that we can bring these actors together and they can exist, even though they're sort of once again a wink and a nod to the fan.
I mean, it's not unheard of. Like they probably do would like the X Men films, even though they kind of went off the deep end far too much, my
Yeah,
taste.
some of the movies are better than others.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I like X2. X3, I refuse to ultimately watch because they completely shaft Cyclops. Wolverine's everything. I don't care about Halle Berry fucking Storm and everything, and Jean Grey is. I mean, I don't know. They rush too quickly to the whole Dark Phoenix shit. It's as if that's the only thing people know. It's an iconic story. I get it, but don't tackle it. That's just. It's big. It's big, man.
Yeah.
It's big.
It's been done to death as well.
Yeah. We all know
Like,
the story, sadly, at this point.
It'd be like, let's kill Uncle Ben. Like, really? Or, let's shoot Bruce's parents again. Like, really?
Exactly. It's that. Like, oh god, we gotta do this shit again.
Yeah, it's
Wanna
like,
tackle
it's
it
been
again?
done to death. It's been done to death.
Oh yeah. Whether the MCU ever does the Dark Phoenix, they'll have to build up to it. They can't just like do it like on the next movie.
I hope that's like phase 7 or 8.
Or
To be
whatever.
honest with you, because I've done the Dark Phoenix.
The Dark Phoenix has to be. I mean, you can even make it a big event with other movies, like being influenced by her presence because it's big.
Yeah, like I don't mind like a reference, like in the like Apocalypse, but like them doing it next just seemed like really, even though the movie was alright.
It was all Dark Phoenix was all right. It's not bad. It's not the shitstorm Fan Forstic was, mind you.
Yeah, Van Versick was this big dumpster fucker.
It was.
But Dark Phoenix at least I enjoyed a little bit of it. And it wasn't bad. Honestly, I could watch it again and see, wow. But, yeah, if we ever want to do riff commentary eventually, hey, maybe I'd be down for it again.
Okay, so does that mean you're down for like either just doing either? I refuse to also watch Days of Future Past. I cannot do that movie again.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the roll cut's better, but yeah.
The roll cut's better. It fits more better for me.
No, I gotta understand because it's good in its own way, but it's also like it was over like 5 to speed good. That was alright. Once again, that was alright, but yeah.
I mean, I'm down for an Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix show watch again.
Oh yeah, Apocalypse, yeah, definitely rewatch that. Oh
yeah.
Poe Dameron is
oh god, poor Poe. Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
I mean, I like them, but sadly they made his makeup or costume look like Ivan Ooze. It's like,
If you don't know who Ivan Ooze is, he's the villain in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie.
Yeah, but Power Rangers villain, instead of played by the priest in Hot Fuzz and the archaeologist, the rival Indiana Jones and Rangers of the Lost Ark as well. Yeah.
So, that's our long ass version of WandaVision episode 5.
Yes. And good episode once again. They're going into some very interesting places. I'm actually really excited to see where they're going because this opens up very many possibilities and will open up lots of fanfiction as well.
Yes. I mean, I won't touch on the Quicksilver shit anymore until we see for ourselves on Friday what happens.
Yes.
More. I mean, we can only divulge so much about Wanda, except that keywords. Her powers have expanded in ways we never thought possible. She had basis of telepathy, telekinesis, but now it's full blown reality warping. Everything she makes is real.
Yes.
So it holds.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Yeah. So which just gonna obviously lead into Multiverse of Madness and chaos, because I expect one of the central things in that movie is chaos and stuff that it's gonna be really weird and unsettling. I feel.
Yes. Yes. So Wanda will be a main key factor in Multiverse of Madness with Doctor Strange because if if his ass has to be involved, something's happening in the mystical world of Doctor Strange of weirdness and shit.
Yeah, and I remember like years before, it's like you brought up Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom coming, and it's like it's just like speculating or just like name dropping, like it's fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
But well, for that, but I could see once again Doctor Strange coming in, to figure out what's going on because Wanda's at the epicenter of this weird madness, and her powers might be growing and might be influencing other worlds possibly.
Well, I'm going to briefly touch on this. I don't because I'm not an expert, mind you, but
Yeah.
her powers in the comics are like vast and, of course, uncertain. And the thing with Wanda in the comics is, I don't want to use the word loosely crazy, but unfortunately, she is, for various
Yeah,
circumstances of her life.
yeah, it's understandable. It's also like some people criticize like Wanda in the comics, and but I think Marvel did smartly. It's not saying that she's crazy in this series, but that she's grieving, and it's understandable that she's grieving. They're handling it a little bit more maturely, I think, to
Yes.
just making her full blown. She's crazy. She's not, but she's under some influence of grief or some other external force, whether it's her own, in weird ways,
Mm-hmm.
because already being experimented on through like the Mind Stone or Loki scepter and stuff, and or some other outside influence, like trying to control her, whether it's through someone else or through her own, who knows? Or maybe it's magic, who knows? Because again, it's all speculation.
Yeah, we just because we have concrete answers in our head doesn't mean it's true. So we have to figure
Yeah,
out. We'll eventually figure out what her deal is. Is it really
yeah,
telekinesis, telepathy, or is it
yeah,
full on reality warping mixed with chaos magic? Because
yeah,
once in the comics, it was said chaos magic doesn't exist in the comics. It now does. It's now really a real factor, and that pretty much she's a pedestal of chaos, while Doctor Strange is a pedestal of order. If you want to go by that
yes.
symbolism.
And that probably is going to lead to conflict where I don't think Wanda's going to be a bad guy, but he's going to, like, her powers and what maybe connecting to chaos magic will be the force that Doctor Strange deals in Multiverse of Madness, possibly.
Yeah.
Once again, because we got some answers, but more questions are opening up, obviously, because, once again, that's what Marvel's doing. They're teasing us, we'll answer something, but then we're going to hit you over the head with more questions leading up, because they want people invested.
Yes.
And stuff. And same thing when another Marvel series comes out, like Captain and Falcon and Winter Soldier
Mm-hmm.
in next month, because once WandaVision's over, um, Falcon Winter Soldier will be up next.
How many episodes is of WandaVision we got left, Mike?
9.
So most
I believe
likely,
they
okay.
episodes like mid-March.
Early
The
March, you
Falcon
think the
Winter
last?
Soldier.
So early March, WandaVision should end.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, because February is a short month, so
yeah. The first month, yeah,
because it's not a leap year.
no, and that's last year.
Yes. So that is our WandaVision talk. Of course, there's like a lot more to talk about that we haven't probably touched, and you just pretty much heard our initial thoughts mixed in with certain things of commentary and throwing back out the
Yeah,
whole Age of Ultron not that bad now from some people who probably threw that shit to the wolves when it first came out. And
yeah,
and mixed
yeah,
with other things. But pretty much, I'll say this: the characterization of Wanda Maximoff compared to her Marvel comics is better. MCU version of Wanda is a little bit more better than Wanda in the comics because she's a fucking hot mess.
Yes.
I can't even begin to explain Wanda because I don't really care for her. So.
Yeah.
I don't think don't be expecting a whole no more mutants in the MCU because they're never gonna trigger that shit.
Yeah, because they're just mutants to begin with, unless they do a reverse and let's pull in all the mutants and like what?
Or something about saying let people have powers and it just becomes the birth of mutants. Sadly.
Yeah.
How do you explain that to your 13-year-old kids?
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a stretch, but I wouldn't be surprised if, like, some people get powers that way. Not sure, but who knows?
And one more FYI, the X gene is something that is someone's born with, and they're a mutant because they already have the predisposed gene, and it just activates in puberty. That's when they become mutants as a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
There are some mutations in the X gene that somewhat activate in rare cases as a baby or kids. It's rare though. So a little boy or girl cannot be a mutant like right as kids. It happens when they're in puberty. So you got time to see if they're going to be mutants or not.
Mm-hmm.
Whether they are the next step of evolution or not, it's up to you to decide.
Yeah.
But again, this is WandaVision. We just know that Wanda is not a mutant or whatever she is. She's just someone with enhanced power or extra power and shit.
Yeah.
We will probably do this next week, maybe? No, we will do this next week because we got a lot more stuff to say. Yes, we will.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mike, we are 2 hours and 15 minutes in.
Nice.
Yeah, so I think we were able to do it, and I forgot to mention this is Super Bowl Sunday.
Yes. So whoever you're rooting for, whether it's Kansas City, Tampa Bay, hopefully whatever team wins. I have no real picking game. I'm just gonna enjoy it. I mean, I should watch most of it. Yeah.
You can watch it for the commercials or play a random RPG. Do whatever you want.
Yes, exactly.
I have no skin in the game, but I just picked the fucking Buccaneers because I really can't do KC right now.
Yeah, and now if Tom Brady wins his 7th Super Bowl, it's gonna be like all the Tom Brady haters are gonna be like,
he's actually good. He's not cheating. Oh my god, what?
Yeah, exactly. Now if he loses, okay, no big deal. He's been there a lot of times. He isn't gonna cry about it. But
do it for the memes though. He's not a poker player. You can see his distraught on his face.
Exactly. The memes will be great though if he loses, but hey, either way it's gonna be enjoyable.
Yes, it will. Yeah. So this is this week's CJM. I will figure out a title, I guess. Mike, what should the title be for this episode?
Yeah. Well, they'll think of something, or you can send to Chris can listen, and hopefully, maybe I'll come up with that. Or it's called the episode with no Chris.
Maybe.
or Chris sabbatical. I don't know.
We'll think of something off recording.
Yeah.
But I hope you enjoyed this long CJM after like 2 weeks kind of not doing it due to reasons. Again, Christopher's on sabbatical, so you'll have us for the month of February, unless he changes his mind, but we'll see.
Yes. I think he wants to be back for episode 50, but I'm not going to be like, hey, be back here, episode 50. He wants to stay longer. Hey,
it's his choice.
Yeah, it's his choice.
Again, like and subscribe if you could, if you want. I really don't press it. I just have to say it because now I feel like we should. If you want to hear separate content, you can go to Michael's his YouTube page, or Chris's.
Yes.
Mine, you don't really have to. It's like very low. I mean, I only posted one random video about Franklin Richards. So, but if So, do what you have to do. And we will see you next week for more WandaVision.
Alright. Until next time, guys.
Yes.
Have a good week.
Yes, and stay gold.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.